macOS is about to get a serious evolution. While earlier rumors had us expecting macOS 15 Sequoia, it turns out Apple's jumping ahead with what's now internally known as macOS 26 Tahoe, a software shift that's shaping up to be one of Apple's most transformative updates in years. Why Tahoe? No, Apple hasn't teamed up with Chevrolet. It's a nod to California's scenic Lake Tahoe, a frequent getaway for Apple's top minds, and symbolic of clarity, glassy aesthetics, and wide-open spaces. That symbolism isn't just poetic. It's also a preview of what's coming to the Mac user interface, a visual overhaul inspired by visionOS. macOS Tahoe is heavily inspired by Apple's work on visionOS. Think clean lines, floating UI elements, and an emphasis on translucency. Mark Gurman and other reliable sources have indicated that the macOS design will embrace 6 core principles. First up, translucency, which is more than just aesthetic fluff. It's designed to make the interface feel dynamic and light-sensitive, much like what we've seen on Vision Pro. Early codenames for the redesign included Solarium, referencing light-filled glass rooms, a direct clue to how Apple envisions this shift. Next is the idea of floating elements. Navigation bars and menus will no longer feel stuck to the window borders. Expect depth, shadows, and lighting effects that make UI pieces feel like they're hovering in space. Apple is also doubling down on rounded interfaces. Buttons, icons, and controls are getting a soft overhaul, stepping away from boxy designs and leaning into more fluid, natural shapes. The entire system is said to adopt a frosted glass aesthetic. The WWDC invites already teased the style, and insiders say it will stretch across all Apple platforms, giving macOS a cleaner, more cohesive look. Then there's dynamic lighting. Elements will now subtly shift their appearance based on your room's lighting. It's immersive and could make macOS feel like it's part of your environment, not just sitting on a screen. Finally, simplicity is key. Apple wants this new system to feel airier, with better font choices, less visual clutter, and a smoother experience across apps. It's not just about being pretty, it's about being usable. M4 Macs will shine with macOS Tahoe. These design changes won't just be cosmetic. They'll be optimized specifically for Apple Silicon, especially the new M4 chips. Expect macOS Tahoe to feel snappier and more fluid than ever before. And that's part of Apple's long-term plan to make Intel Macs obsolete. The M4 MacBook Air, which is already generating buzz for its value, is poised to become one of the best ways to experience this new software. Priced competitively, it could attract users from the Windows camp who are craving an operating system that's polished, responsive, and powered by real AI integration. Apple Intelligence comes to macOS. The centerpiece of this software update is what insiders are calling Apple Intelligence. This isn't just Siri with a new coat of paint. It's a system-wide AI strategy that Apple will weave into the entire user experience. For starters, the Shortcuts app is being reimagined. It'll let users build powerful automation flows using natural language. With smarter, AI-assisted suggestions, even new users can create routines that streamline their daily tasks. Then there's the rumored Google Gemini integration. If this makes it to macOS, Safari might finally be relevant again. Chrome currently dominates because of its tight AI and productivity features. Apple has a chance here to bring back interest in Safari with Gemini enhancements, including smart web tools and better predictive browsing. If Apple executes this right, Safari might not only become viable again, it could actually lead in smart browsing. Vehicle motion cues and gaming get serious. A surprising but welcome new addition is vehicle motion cues. macOS will now include subtle animations and movement-based UI elements to reduce motion sickness for users working on the go. Especially helpful if you use your MacBook while commuting. And for the first time, Apple is taking Mac gaming seriously. A dedicated gaming app is expected to replace Game Center, offering a central hub for your titles, progress, and even multiplayer sessions. Developers could announce new titles optimized for Apple Silicon at WWDC to go along with this new focus. This is Apple clearly signaling that it wants Mac gaming to stop being a joke. Smarter syncing and battery optimization. Another clever feature coming in macOS Tahoe is Wi-Fi sync across devices. Join a Wi-Fi network on one Apple device, and it will automatically connect across your entire ecosystem, iPhone, iPad, Mac, you name it. It's a small tweak, but one that makes a big difference in real-world usage. Perhaps more impactful is the expected rollout of an AI-powered battery management system. Just like the rumored iOS 26 version, this will learn how you use your apps, when you typically charge, and which apps drain the most power, and then adjust performance and background activity to extend your battery life intelligently. This is especially important for MacBook users who work on the go and want to avoid carrying chargers everywhere. Which Macs will run macOS Tahoe? This is where things get a little divisive. Apple is reportedly ending support for a wide range of Intel Macs, including 2018 MacBook Pro, 2019 iMac, 2017 iMac Pro, 2018 Mac Mini, 2020 Intel MacBook Air. These Macs have had long lifespans, but Apple's clearly drawing a line in the sand. If you're still on an Intel-based machine, Tahoe may finally push you to upgrade. Interestingly, some older Intel-powered Macs, like the 2019 Mac Pro and 2019 MacBook Pro, may continue to get support for another cycle. But don't count on getting all the flashy new features. These machines will likely get a stripped-down version of macOS Tahoe that lacks AI and visual enhancements. This move is no surprise. Apple wants full optimization for Apple Silicon, and dragging Intel compatibility forward only holds them back. Why this update matters more than ever. macOS Tahoe isn't just a new number or a shiny UI. It marks a real turning point. Apple is cutting off the Intel era and going all in on Apple Silicon and AI. For users, this means more performance, better battery life, tighter ecosystem integration, and a faster pace of innovation. For developers, it means freedom to build apps that lean into Apple's custom chips without worrying about Intel bottlenecks. And for the average user, expect a better Mac experience, from how your system looks to how it works in daily use. Tahoe may not be a revolution, but it's definitely a smart and necessary evolution. One that brings macOS into the future, ties it closer to Vision OS, and makes the Mac experience feel brand new again. Stay tuned. WWDC is about to showcase the future of computing, and macOS Tahoe is leading the charge.